Hi, I'm Natasha. I'm going to talk about a few tools using astrology to help become more aware of yourself and the people around you, and that we're all on our own different paths and we have different lessons to learn. And yeah, it makes us a little bit more empathetic when we kind of really understand our own birth chart and that everyone's birth chart is kind of pretty amazing to how it fits that person's challenges and personalities. So today I'm going to talk about Saturn in Virgo, or Saturn in the sixth house. So Saturn represents responsibilities, delays, setbacks, karma, the hard learned lessons that take forever. And it just takes forever. And it's like learning it the hard way, not the fast, easy way. Virgo represents the house of day to day routines, health, pets, just like our daily habits. Like you wake up every day and you brush your teeth, you go to the bathroom, hopefully you take a shower. Most people either go to school or go to work, or they have their daily chores, they're a mom or a dad or whatever. It's the day-to-day routines and habits. That's why it's part of also health, because if you don't brush your teeth, you're going to lose your teeth eventually. So it's all those daily routines and habits. And I have to say, Virgo is also kind of critical because they pay attention to the detail, and there's always something to say in order to make it better, because they're also an acts of service sign and they want to make things better and learn or teach how to help or be of service to others. These people in general can be kind of critical, or being critical or criticizing themselves or other people in order to get things done, work hard. It's one of the workaholic signs. Being nitpicky, detail oriented, looking at the finer details of things that people may overlook, and being very diligent about these things. So, Saturn being in the sign of Virgo, the person could have grown up with people who often criticize them. Maybe they're not good with day to day routine, so you're going to be criticized eventually by the people around you who raised you or your job, kind of nitpicking at you for maybe not being the best at being organized, detail oriented, knowing how to organize your schedule, organize priorities and how to do things, time management skills, health. All these things can be kind of a struggle for the person who has Saturn in Virgo or Saturn in the sixth house. They just might have a really hard time kind of grasping a sense of organization, uh, doing like lists and getting those lists done, getting the most done within a day, maybe be very, very productive. They might struggle with that. So almost think the opposite of Virgo, kind of maybe all over the place, a little dreamy or like kind of Piscean energy. It's putting kind of restriction on this sign, but Saturn being in Virgo can also eventually make the person very good at organizing and very good at being detail oriented, or almost a perfectionist OCD type person, because they may have been criticized quite a lot or was forced over a period of time to be very organized in order to get their work done or get their health in order. They're kind of forced through the universe or situations over the course of many, many years to kind of get this area of their life in order. And Saturn is trying to teach that person how to be kind of accountable and create those daily habits in order to slowly progress in life, in order to get what they want, because maybe that's the reward, you know. So some people are not going to just simply, not everyone is just going to get really hard, mundane things done if there's no kind of reward stimulus or that kind of pressure to survive. So situations can come about for this type of person who has Saturn in Virgo or Saturn in the sixth house. That situations kind of present itself to where they may lose their job, they may lose their children, they may lose their finances or anything that's kind of important to them, or the opposite, like there's a reward, like they want to look better or they want to feel better. There's some kind of major health crisis to where they're really forced to get their exercise and eating habits in order to have a better life or not feel like a piece of shit, like literally. So Saturn is trying to create pressure, restriction, responsibility in the areas of daily habits, daily routines, daily mindsets, because Virgo rules Mercury. It's like Mercury and the mind. So like kind of your daily beliefs creates your daily like thoughts, and then your thoughts possibly become actions later on. I always kind of a personal trainer, and like most times, I tell clients, like, when you first joined the gym, you didn't just join the gym abruptly. You probably thought about it for a really, really long time, either by kind of dreaming about the ideal body that you wanted, or looking in the mirror or on the scale for a really long time and being really disgusted and displeased, or not liking what you see. And eventually, over time, you actually make that change. So not everyone who finally joins their first gym membership just thought about joining a gym right away. They've been thinking about it before they actually took that first step in getting a membership. And then for a chunk of people, once they join the membership, they feel comfortable just doing cardio. They're kind of intimidated by weights, and they might kind of dive into it a little bit or join classes at first because they don't know what they're doing by themselves in the weight room, and it's really intimidating. But eventually, over time, that might become the next step. So it's just, that is kind of an example of Saturn being in Virgo or the sixth house when with the health sector, because it's kind of like that slow growth and progress over a period of time, because Saturn is like Capricorn, Aquarius energy, and it represents delays, setbacks, learning things the hard way, the slow way, but also the right way, because usually fast, quick, and easy doesn't last. So Saturn being in the sixth house will teach the person to become more diligent and responsible in these areas of daily routine, work, acts of service, and health. It may also create responsibilities for people in the sixth house to be of service, like in a better way than before. Maybe they weren't very good at helping other people, or felt like they don't know how to take care of other people the way that they wanted to, and so it's a lesson there as overall. Saturn being in Virgo or the sixth house, these people can eventually become really, really great at their daily routine and organization, or they can keep kind of slowly struggling at it. It kind of just depends on what else is happening and our choices. Or it can just take part in maybe one area more so than the other. Maybe the person does like really, really well in the health sector, but maybe being really organized, detail oriented, with paperwork and setting a schedule or something is still like a struggle. It's not like black and white thinking with any of these things. There can be like a mix of stuff happening, and we can take on stronger aspects in one area of interest than others. I mean, because we're all human and we all have different interests. I am talking about our day-to-day routine and habits and mentioning personal training. Depending on when you view this video, because it's going to be up for a really long time, I may or may not be offering personal training programs, but it's kind of limited or restricted because it's online, and I'm not going to most likely provide that one-on-one virtual session. It's more of a custom program for you and your situation, but you have to be self-accountable to actually do it and do it properly. So it's not going to be for everyone. Or consultation of what next steps and behavior changes to do in order to get what you want. Because sometimes it's actually some of the simplest things that we know we need to do, but a lot of health, mental health, as well as physical health. A lot of it is all behavior changes and learning to pick one thing and either remove it or add something new that is going to create the benefits that we want, or doing a combo of both and sticking with it for a period of time until we're able to up it up to the next level. So creating behavior changes, mindset changes, different perspectives is something that I am going to provide eventually. So if you're interested in anything like that, email me down below. Future organization of that will probably come about. But if this video is super old, then yeah, okay, bye. So that is my analysis of Saturn in Virgo, Saturn in the 6th house. Okay, bye.